Little people, it's the main man here for another. Well, I guess it's not a recode match. So this is gonna be more of a ramble rant video. For those who live under a rock, San Diego Comic Con is this week, and maybe we'll get some chaotic news. Maybe not. We're gonna talk about it. For those who don't know, we do videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So this is the bonus video for all you little people out there. Um, so, like I said, San Diego Comic Con's this week. Two very big people for Chaotic are going to be at San Diego. Mothership Games, who are in charge of kind of designing the game, redesigning it, updating it. However, they're going to do it, they're going to be there. And secondly, the distributor of Chaotic on this go around, the giant company Panini. So, two really big players for Chaotic. But I have to preface, I have no idea if there will be even the slightest thing of chaotic there. Um, I, I'm a little YouTuber still, so I have no pull whatsoever. I get real excited when YouTubers notice me in the comments. That's about it. So I have no idea if, you know, it could be very little chaotic. It could be, oh my god, here's the full set list. Here's some physical cards. Oh my god, they're giving beta cards out. It could be in between nothing and everything. So this video is more of what I hope, and more of a realistic view. I feel because I'm sure it's not gonna be. Oh my God, it's beta decks are being given out. Oh my God, we're playing chaotic at San Diego. Probably not that. Um, what I do hope is I hope, and I'm thinking maybe there won't be anything at San Diego, but if you didn't know, Chaotic social media is back. It has a presence, I think, on every social media. So Instagram, Twitter, uh, Facebook, I think. So definitely go follow them to stay in the loop and support them. That's a great way for Chaotic to know how many people are interested in it by the followers. I know I'm following them on Instagram because that's the only thing I use. So I'm thinking they've been set up for San Diego so they can give an announcement on their social medias. That's my hope, at least. And so I'm hoping they drop something, maybe not at San Diego, on their social media. So, my dream would be okay, here's the confirmed set list. That's my dream. Even if it's not pictures, just a like list of names, a spreadsheet of names, and I know people speculate, oh well, the website that's the card list, and that's a pretty good card list. Um, but I would like it to be confirmed. Another thing, maybe at San Diego, is I want them to showcase a card, just a physical card. Even if it's a like beta card, like if you know how Magic the Gathering looked in its beta form, something like that. Because if you're new to Chaotic or you haven't stayed in the loop, like maybe a month ago, they didn't showcase cards. Cards got leaked, and the art everyone hated. I thought they were fine, but they had to, they sent a survey out. They're redoing it, so maybe they've had enough time to redo one, and maybe they can showcase that off at San Diego, either Mothership Games or Panini. The problem with those two is Mothership Games is probably just going to showcase Cataclysm Arcade, which is their baby. That's the game they created, the second most funded Kickstarter TCG of all time. It's a great game. I've been playing it. Definitely recommend it if you just um, want another TCG. Support all TCGs, even though Chaotic's number one. But Cataclysm Arcade's really good too. So I don't know how much Cataclysm would show of Chaotic since they're there to, push their own game that they're gonna make the lion's share of money on. I'm thinking if anything, Panini is gonna have stuff like what was that convention that we were like, oh look, there's a Chaotic banner. I bet it's gonna be something like that. Like, oh, here's a Maxor banner, here's the Chaor banner. Maybe here's a mock-up for what a product might look like. I'm fine with that too. If it's like a booster box mock-up, but like the real one, because it's like Frafto right now, and that's just the stand-in. Maybe it'll be like the Maxor, actual. I'd be fine with that too. I'd be happy. My main thing is I just want again a card list confirmed. Like, oh yeah, you're definitely getting Frafto, and you're definitely getting 2 Maxors, because a lot of people are speculating that like there's 2 Maxors and 2 Kors. One's going to be in the starter deck, the other one you're going to have to pull, which would be crazy. To think when I was a kid, I had 1 Maxor after probably 100 packs. I think I could just go buy a starter deck and have a Maxor. Of course, I'm going to do that. I don't have my childhood Maxor. I was stupid and sold my collection as like a 7-year-old because I was 5 when Chaotic came out. So of course I was like, oh, I want to buy a Transformer, which don't regret. Love Transformers. First love is Transformers, but I definitely wish I would have kept Maxor out of that bundle I sold. But yeah, so that's just what I hope for is that Chaotic at San Diego. This is a short video, but I just wanted to make a bonus, like, oh, this is what I want. So again, I want the card list to be confirmed. That's like my pipe dream. And secondly, I just want them to showcase physical product, mock-ups, more cards, maybe a fixed version to see what that looks like. But I'm going to preface this. Again, as long as the game is 90% the same, I don't care how the art looks, to a point. It as long as it's the game's 90% the same and the art is relatively the same. And when I mean relatively, I mean they don't go out of left field and make the art like chibi art style or some anime style girl where Maxor's got giant anime girl eyes and he's stacked. No, I don't care, and I don't get why people were complaining about the art so much. You're entitled to your own opinion. Don't. I'm not being like, oh my god, you should shut up. But people, we are on the precedence of Chaotic coming back. Do not ruin it by having a few bitchy people being like, oh my god, this game sucks. I'm never playing it. Fine, we're happy you're gone then, because you probably weren't going to be great anyway. They're probably going to introduce a new mechanic in the first set, and you're going to have a freak out. I was, oh my god, my super powerful tier 1 deck can't work now because they introduced the stalk mechanic or something. So, and more importantly, Harem's Underworld's going to San Diego Comic Con, and he doesn't need me to say this, but don't freaking hate on him if he posts, oh yeah, nothing's here. I think he gets so much hate for no reason, solely because he's like on the front lines, those trenches of making content for Chaotic, and he's like the first one to be like, oh yeah, bad news, guys. But if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't get news. He was one of those first, like, I think a lot of Chaotic people gave up a couple years ago, and he was like, "Nope, I'm gonna cover Chaotic." So don't hate on him. Like, he's such a good guy. He always comments on, or he always returns my comments, which is I like. He seems like a nice guy. Oh, I get to talk to him one day. But yeah, so don't hate on Parham's Underworld. He's a great guy. He's doing like the Chaotic's God's work by just recording things, and we don't need to push great content creators out just because there's a few trolls out there. So I hope he has a great trip if he watches this. I hope there's a giant Rage Strahd cosplay. Maybe he is going to be a giant Rage Strahd cosplay. Who knows? Who knows? I've never seen Rage Strahd and Parham's Underworld in the same place. Who knows? But yeah, this has been another Ramble reaction video. I don't know. But so yeah, hopefully there's something at San Diego. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. We're gonna learn real soon though. But remember, here at the NCO, that's where the big boys play, and that's the bottom line.